Robin Slim Show.
Oh, hello. This is Brandon.
Brandon, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How the hell are you doing?
Doing all right, brother. And your show, the Rick and Morty Podcast. Oh,
let's add Travis.
Hold on, we got Travis.
Oh, is he? Oh, he's there. Woo!
Travis.
Oh,
Double woo.
this is about to be the worst guest ever.
Which one?
Well, always Brandon. He's always the worst.
Generally, yeah. Actually, if Travis didn't show up, I was just gonna say the things that he would say, which are usually boring and dumb.
He's the Slim of you.
Yeah, every podcast needs a straight man. We have two of them, unfortunately. He thinks it's the funny one. I didn't think that.
How long have you guys been doing the show?
Shoot. So, Interdimensional RSS, the Rick and Morty thing we've been doing, we're only 18 episodes in? And it's a
18,
weekly
19.
show.
We're legal in some states.
Are you Anthony Weiner legal?
Yeah, we had
Carlos Danger.
Carlos Danger.
Carlos Danger. Yeah.
We were legal actually on the first episode if we were going Wiener style.
At least you've hit that milestone. That's good.
But yeah, we so 19 episodes, right, Travis?
Yeah. This is our third hack at a podcast. So
Okay.
Third time's a charm.
Charm. This is our second. And it's the turds. Turds time. That's what I
You
call
guys
it.
have to
Turds.
kill this, let it die, and just move on to the next.
Do a new one. Well, I'm curious. So, have all your podcasts been different, topic centered? Like the one you do right now is obviously about Rick and Morty. So, were there other shows that you tried doing, or what was it?
Yeah, the first thing we did, Apathetic Enthusiasm, it's still our website. We still release it every other week, and it started off as technology and pop culture. Then we started talking about movies. We couldn't figure out what the hell we wanted to do. So now it's just mostly where we catch up during the week and talk about whatever's going on. And then Brandon started submitted for your approval, 2 years ago? When did you start that?
Yeah, like a year and a half ago. So I've always been a huge Twilight Zone fan, and so I was like, you know what, friggin', I'll do a Twilight Zone podcast. Why not? I don't stay busy enough, and my wife doesn't, need to see me ever. So fuck it, I'll do a Twilight Zone podcast. So I'm just going through. I take a different guest for each episode of the original 156 episode run, and just talk about the show in general. And I got to a certain point, and I was like, okay, all right, I need a break. I don't know how you guys do it with 70 guests an episode.
We take a little break in the summer. Take a few months off, so that helps. That helps refresh.
Yep.
But yeah, I think you took a break from submitted for your approval when people started actually listening to Interdimensional RSS, and we're like, hey, we got something. All right, let's
put more into this.
Yeah.
There's something that's successful. Let's why don't we go over that direction?
Are there any other Rick and Morty podcasts?
There's a couple out there. Realistically, the reason we started doing the show is because I was looking for a Rick and Morty podcast to listen to, and there were a lot of different podcasts that would do an episode about Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
But there was nothing that was strictly dedicated to the show, and so I was like, hey, season 3 is gonna be here eventually. Let's this was back in February. We're like, it'll probably be a month or so. Let's just start the show now, and then we'll be ready to go when season 3 starts. And now every week's just oh god, we have to think of another topic. Hold on, let's figure out something to do.
So you're still putting it out even though it's off season?
Yeah. We every week we're not doing episode by episode yet. We did review the season 3 episode when it came out on April Fool's Day, which was that was sort of the explosion episode for us where we really started getting a lot of attention. But we'll do we cover everything Rick and Morty, so whether it's iPhone apps, comics, all kinds of stuff, that we'll go into specific character focused episodes where we'll talk about a particular character, or we have done a few show recaps too. So
and I think it's worked to our benefit that we released so early. Because it forced us not to rely on just talking about episode to episode to episode, which is good, and there's a lot of folks out there who want that style, and we will do eventually.
That's what I was gonna ask.
but like digging for content, I think helps us be a little bit more creative in it.
Yeah. What's been your favorite episode so far?
Favorite Rick and Morty episode?
Yes, favorite Rick and Morty.
Oh shoot. Brandon, I think the interdimensional cable episodes are usually our go-to. Just all of the loose improvisational feel type stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's what really like sold me on the show. Once I saw those episodes, I was like, this is too insane. I love it.
Yeah, my buddy, I was living in Korea, in Seoul for a year or so, and my buddy, when Rick and Morty first came out, he was just sending me YouTube clips because we were playing video games, whatever, and he just sent me YouTube clips of Rick and Morty, and it was all the interdimensional RSS, or not RSS shit, cable stuff, so like Azorp Field and Top Hat Jones and all that shit, and I was like,
Top Hat.
it was hilarious, and so I got into it that way. And so I would say, favorite-wise, definitely those episodes.
What's been the favorite of your own episodes that you've done?
Shoot.
Don't put this on me again, Travis. I answered.
Figure it out. Well, I mean, I think the episode that we did for the April Fool's premiere, I particularly love that one just because it was such an unexpected thing.
Yes.
I was like driving home from dinner. And I was just like, my family was in the van, and we're like, okay, doing the normal stuff. And then I see a notification pop up to the show's on, and I'm like, all right, everything, like pull off on the side of the road. You guys can walk home.
Get out, yeah.
And then it was just like running on a loop for me. I watched it on Adult Swim, and just like, I was like, all right, we have to record this episode like right now. And so Brandon was like hiking in Hawaii or some shit. And I was like, all right, Brandon, you need to jump off that mountain because we have a show to do.
All right. So I'm on top of a mountain in Hawaii, right? It's like a 10-mile round trip hike. And I'm like at the top and I barely get service. So when I finally get back down the mountain and like I'm just exhausted. I get in the car, I start driving. I don't even check my phone, and all of a sudden I get service again, and it's just going voot 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 voot. And I was getting so pissed off at whoever was sending me all these fucking messages, and it was Travis saying, "Get on, the season premiere is here, it's here." And then we just recorded the episode really quick. I'll agree with Travis on that because it was such a just out of nowhere, and then just us like throwing the episode together and still throwing it together. As I'm wont to do with editing, just throwing it together ramshackle fashion, and it's still getting people to listen to it and be interested in it. Like I agree with Travis.
That's cool.
For once.
First time, you heard it here first.
Rob Slim exclusive. I like that.
What about you guys? Like, what are your favorite episodes?
I was gonna say the one that got me into it too was Swifty. I just love Get Swifty.
Oh, shit on the floor.
For me, it was the Mr. Meeseeks episode. Just everything about that episode was amazing.
Well,
Existence is pain.
Yeah.
Definitely the Cronenberg episode.
Oh yeah.
Cronenberg Morty. Although Cronenberg is not David Lynch at all, are you David Lynch fans? Because Twin Peaks is back.
I am a David Lynch fan.
Oh man, weird as shit. Love it. It's obviously not about this. That's not what we do our podcast on, but whatever.
Way to derail the conversation, Brandon.
Yeah. Back to Rick and Morty.
We have a guest here. Are you a Rick and Morty fan, Amanda?
Oh yeah, of course.
Do you have a favorite episode?
Not necessarily. Not offhand.
Yeah.
They're all pretty fantastic.
If you had to like make up a plot for Rick and Morty, what would your favorite made up plot be? It's a very ambiguous question.
Open question.
That's super difficult.
Yeah, that's mind blowing.
There's so much out there.
Yeah, that's one of the crazy things is the fact that the writers can come up with so much quality material, and it's so out there that like I don't know what kind of substances they have in the writing room or what, but it's. I mean, the show is always. I think there's only like one, maybe like I wouldn't even say it's a bad episode, but like the pilot, we often go back to as saying it's not the strong episode.
Which one is that?
The very first episode where they
seeds in his
introduce all the
ass.
characters.
Oh yeah, I still
Way up in your
really like
butthole.
that. I really like
The
that
pilot.
episode.
The pilot though, the part in the beginning where he's like, we're gonna, he's all drunk and he's like, we're gonna have a new beginning, Morty, a new beginning. You and Jessica are gonna be like Adam and Eve. I'm not gonna hit on Jessica, Morty. I'm not that kind of guy. And then he just like everything just like blows up and.
You know, what they need to bring back from the pilot is just his droopy lips. I don't see enough of his droopy lips anymore.
Yes.
Or just like the blank, vacant stare and droopy lips with that one little spittle of drool.
Who's been your you guys' favorite side character in Rick and Morty?
Oh shoot. We did an episode on this, didn't we?
We may have. You know, I'm really fond of Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Yeah, he's the bomb.com, bro.
he's my jam. Is that right?
Goddamn jam.
Yeah, Mr. Poopy Butthole, man. What about you, Travo? Can I call you Travo?
I mean, I really
Trap
like
dog.
I really like Bird Person. He's made some questionable decisions in his life. Especially hooking up with that Tammy character.
What about Crabopulous Michael?
Crabopulous Michaels is one of my favorites.
Here I go killing again.
Such a cool dude. He's just okay with it.
I like Sleepy Gary. I don't know why. Sleepy Gary just tickles my soul.
Because Sleepy Gary is a part of your heart and soul.
Those freaking aliens that are like block the block block. Dude, those things fucking crack me up every time. I can't.
Answer My Eyes Johnson.
Yes, that's what I thought of when you guys were talking about the interdimensional TV episodes.
Pencil vest.
You can't see anything. You can't feel anything.
And the Jan Michael Vincent thing
Yeah,
is amazing.
Jan Michael.
Calling all Jan Michael Vincent.
Get ready to Jan Michael down on your Vincents. Like, that's the best.
It's man versus car.
It's Scary Terry, bitch.
Scary Terry is
Bitch.
pretty fucking tits, man. He's awesome.
You can run, but you can't hide, bitch.
Hey, you know they keep saying we can run, we can't hide, but maybe we could just try hiding.
Oh my god.
That's the best.
Yeah, so we want that show to come back so bad.
I don't know what to say.
Nice.
This is really like the show is so quotable. It's so fun to talk about, even if the season isn't going on.
Yeah.
That I think this is sort of what is keeping our podcast going. Is we love talking about Rick and Morty with each other, and we're like, hey, what if other people could talk to us about Rick and Morty? So
It's
like
one of those things, man. I've turned so many people onto the show just from talking to one other person. Like,
absolutely, and you sort of would have that like water cooler conversation about TV back when TV was all on at the same time and people didn't TiVo everything.
yeah.
But so now it's like, okay, we'll throw a podcast out there. We'll ask fans what they like, and then that gives us a platform to talk about it. And so fan interaction and people like sending us messages and stuff that they love about the show. That's sort of like the next level fun part about doing the podcast. So
That's awesome. What have you guys played any of the games like Pocket Morty's or Virtual Reality?
Okay, well we'll start with Pocket Morty's because Travis is an asshole, and we'll get into that in a second. But yeah, we played the hell out of Pocket Morty's.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
It's just the whole Pokemon aspect, and just like it, there's a very fourth wall breaking aspect of Rick and Morty a lot of times, and that game has it in spades. Not the game of spades, but Pocket Morty.
and then me being the asshole that I am, spent way too much money on a sweet computer and a VR rig, and actually did play Virtual Reality this last like week and a half.
Yeah.
And for starters, it's freaking awesome. The moment when you're in VR and you appear in the garage and Rick's just staring you in the face, it's almost intimidating.
Wow.
And then when he kills you for the first time, it's a real special moment. But the game is awesome, and it's not super long, but it is a game that just gives you the freedom to just hang out and like mess with all of Rick's stuff. And you can go through portals and go shoot, the Federation guys and all kinds of crap. And
Nice.
it's a lot of fun. So yeah, if anyone ever gets a chance to check it out, I highly recommend it.
Cool.
And there are a few board games out there too. Like there's a Meeseeks box, and I think it's kind of like a Truth or Dare-esque type game. And then there's one that's a board game that's actually based off of the Parasite episode, where it's kind of like I don't know, like Thief, or like where one person is a parasite and then the other people are trying to figure out who the parasite is.
Right.
Cool.
That and then actually I think in like this fall Cryptozoic is pushing out an Anatomy Park board game.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, that's another great episode.
Which reminds me, I have to get a hold of Cryptozoic and see if they can give me a free chat spot.
Yeah, hit us up,
Right?
guys.
And guys, real quick, do you guys have you heard the theory? I didn't know what you thought about it of Rick being an older Morty.
Yeah, did we talk about that on one of our theory episodes?
I think we mentioned it. Yeah.
It's a very interesting theory. The whole like possibility of time kind of folding on itself, and it being this big circle. There's I think that season 3 premiere when they go to the Council of Ricks, there is one like Rick in the background that looks he looks almost like that mid stage between a Rick and a Morty. He's like kind of like a combination of both. So if you go back and check that out, that just anyone that bought into that theory was just like, yep, confirmed, it's done. That's what's going.
Half-Life 3 confirmed. Yep.
And what do you think? What role do you think Eye Patch Morty will play in the new season?
Well, we're dying to see more of him. We had just talked about this last week. We would love to see more Eye Patch Morty. There's a few particular characters that have only shown up for a short period of time, but clearly have a bigger impact on everything that's going on. And I'd love to see kind of what he's doing behind the scenes. So yeah, I'm really hoping to see something from him in season 3.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
What
Concur, Trab.
Who did you guys' artwork? It's fucking awesome.
That's me.
Wow, can you draw
Travis.
us as like Rick and Morty type figures?
It's something I spent probably way too much time on that, but yeah,
So that's a no. That's a solid no.
Yeah, I mean, I could spit it in between 2 other podcasts and a real job and everything else. I mean, I could talk to my family on weekends or something. So.
I don't talk to my family.
And
I don't even make eye contact. Fuck that.
and I like to take credit for some of that artwork because I told Travis what sucked and didn't suck.
You're just as good.
Right. So he handed you a completed drawing and you just crumbled it up. And do it again.
Get this out of here, you fucking jerk.
Disqualified.
Yes.
Disqualified.
Guys, you're awesome. Travis and Brandon, where can everybody find you?
All of our podcasts are over on apatheticenthusiasm.com. We're on Twitter for Interdimensional RSS. It's Rick and Morty Pod. And then we have a subreddit for the Rick and Morty Podcast. That's rickandmortypodcast.reddit.com. So if you want to hang out, talk about Rick and Morty, and kind of interact with the stuff that we're talking about on the show, that's a great place to do it.
Awesome, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Thanks so much.
No problem.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
See ya.